Hi everybody, this is Daniel Carbajal and you are on my YouTube channel, Daniel Carbajal Music. Just wanted to do a video today, another part of my kind of gear review series that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully going to review all of my equipment because that would be pretty cool. Today what we're going to talk about is another overdrive / distortion pedal. It's made by a company called Fulltone. Today we're talking about the Fulldrive 2 MOSFET. Basically, this pedal is pretty cool. It's got a lot of knobs and stuff. It's at my feet right now, so excuse me if I'm kind of looking down a little bit. I'm going to put a little cropped in video thing when I'm doing the different features, sort of explaining it. It's a overdrive pedal. It has a boost section that gives you even more gain. It has 3 gain modes in the regular overdrive section. There's a comp cut mode, there's a modern mode, and there's a vintage mode. Each of them sound pretty different. In the boost section, which is a separate whole entity, we have just your standard boost and then a MOSFET boost. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what that means. I just know it sounds different. Playing the Les Paul today, playing it through my Fender Twin. What I'm kind of trying to go for with this guy is just sort of some, contemporary pop, rock, country type guitar sounds, big strummy, think Taylor Swift type stuff. I think it's a cool pedal for that. To be honest with you, I prefer it as a pedal for lead playing rather than rhythm playing. We're gonna try out both and I'll let you be the judge of what you think. One thing that I am doing that's unique is because the Twin is such a clean amp with so much headroom that a lot of these pedals really kind of, as overdrives, go a little bit better for a little more gain if you run them into an amp that's already breaking up a little. Obviously, I'd have to turn this thing up to the point that it would shake the foundation of the house for me to get any actual overdrive out of the amp itself. So what I'm doing is I'm running my Keeley Katana beforehand, which is just a clean boost pedal. I'm running that into the overdrive just to get a little more of a distorted type of saturation out of it. If you haven't checked out the Katana, I just did a video the other day reviewing it. It's a really cool pedal. I'm enjoying it a lot. But let's jump into some of the sounds here. So first things first, this is going to be my pseudo clean sound. The Katana is enabled. Cool. So let's enable top switch here is for a mode called comp cut. Now this is interesting because it really doesn't add gain. It more functions as a clean boost. It adds a little bit of compression. I tend to use this guy more when I'm using this pedal in like a jazz setting where I just want to beef up my clean sound. So with it in. So it just adds a lot of volume to it. For me, that's kind of cool. I already have a clean boost. What I'm really interested in is the overdrive that this pedal is going to allow me to use. So let's get into that a little bit. This first setting here is going to be just the regular overdrive channel. It's the modern tone that they have. So I have pretty much, as you can see in the little picture wherever it's going to be, pretty much everything's set in a sort of normal way, gains at about 50%, volume's just kind of set to match. The tone is, I like to brighten it up kind of as much as I can these days. Bridge pickup on the Les Paul. Pretty beefy indeed. That's the modern setting. I found that one to be the most sort of accentuates the high and the lows, and it's a more kind of modern-y scoop type of sound. Obviously still very, not like metal scooped, but just more sitting in there with a more hi-fi type of tone. Then there's the vintage setting, which is if you want to hear the difference between them, so this is vintage, modern, vintage, rolls off a little bit of the highs, gets you, I guess, Probably sound pretty cool if you were to do sort of... roll back the guitar volume a bit, soften it up, use it as kind of a, 70s, 60s, 70s style little overdrive thing. For now, let's leave it on the modern mode. It's sort of more what I'm going after with this type of sound. Let's see what the boost does. So this is your standard boost. Generally, I guess, for solo work in the middle of, and then your big solo comes up. That's just standard, so let's take a listen to that. Let's hear how MOSFET sounds. Just flicking the switch to the next channel here. Obviously, plenty of gain. Like I do in all my videos, we're going to have at the end a brief little section that kind of has this in context over a track. I always like to demo stuff, demo gear with some sort of backing track, some sort of context to it, because I think it's really, it's hard to tell. Especially I had a lot of trouble, buying equipment, going into the music store, and you're sitting there and it's, there's 100,000 people around, it's a room, the radio's on, this, that, and the other thing. You have no idea what you're really listening to. Something that might sound great in the local guitar shop might sound really not what you're looking for necessarily when you're playing with your drummer and bass player. I really like to hopefully, be helpful and help people make some informed decisions by showing this stuff in a sort of context of what it might sound like if you were to use it on a recording. Yeah, let's check out some sounds with the track. Alrighty, so there we have it. I hope you got a feel for how this pedal really sounds. This is yet another one that kind of I switch out on occasion with a Zen drive, depending on the type of recording environment or the type of gig. This guy kind of lends itself a little more to kind of more rock type things, less sort of like country and pop and R&B and stuff. That being said, it's a really cool pedal. I like a lot of the sounds that you can get out of it. To be honest with you, I think in this setting, for this more kind of rock-based thing, I have a Boogie Mark IV, an older guy that I would probably have used in this situation and used like a crunch channel on the amp and actually use this guy as an overdrive instead of using this as a main distortion box. But in this situation, you know, it saves me carrying around multiple amps and I still get a really good result. Let me know what you guys think, and also check out the other reviews. Just did the Keeley Katana one, as I talked about. Done a couple reviews on a couple things you might find interesting if you're a gigging musician. So check that out. Should be a playlist titled Gear Reviews. Subscribe, keep updated, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to review next. And until next time, see you later.